Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Listen, we need to talk. A lot's being said about Kate. Yes, I know this is a royal heavy upload day, but there's so much going on. But there is one theory going around that I think we're all overlooking that I think makes sense. Okay. What's the theory? Let me just be frank with you, right? Everybody's wondering where kids are. We did a video about that. Apparently, the rumors are they're being kept away because kids can't keep secrets and you can't rely on them not to actually tell you what's going on. They're also being kept away from school. Forget all that. A lot of people are like, where's Carol? Where's James? Where's Pippa? Where's Michael? Where's Kate's family? You guys, there's something we're overlooking. All this stuff is coming out about Kate, her doing this. Some people are saying she's super sick. Other ones are saying they're seeing her laughing and joking. Yeah, right, right. The way we've seen Bigfoot running around. But the one thing that everybody's overlooking is, why do we keep acting like Kate, who has always been let me just extrapolate on this thought, who has always been a doormat to William, who has had no power in the crown, otherwise than the fact that she's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that the palace loves her, which means that if they tell her to stand like this, she'll stand like this for hours, right? You guys, we're wondering why we can't see proof of life. Has it occurred to everybody that if the rumors of Kate having a nervous breakdown are true, some people think that Kate is faking and she's trying to negotiate a divorce. Regardless of what choose your own adventure, none of those adventures are good for Kate. Regardless of which iteration is out of speculation is actually the truth, has it ever occurred to us that Kate actually cannot speak out? Right? Has it ever occurred to anybody? And this is what the girlies are saying, that Kate cannot speak out. What do we have to prove that this might be true? Look at what Meghan said out of her own mouth. When she was there, they had her ready to delete herself. She was in the winter of her discontent. She had no passport. She had no keys. She couldn't even see a doctor if she wanted. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, please, Meghan, you could have saw a doctor. But no, she couldn't have. Because if you guys don't know, when you become part of the firm, you even need the firm's permission to travel out of the country. Kate has never had any power. Diana showed how little power she had. Nobody remember, or maybe you guys do remember, in the panorama interview, or with Martin Bashir, the way she had to sneak, the way they tapped her phone, the way Diana was paranoid. And let me just say, the term "just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you" makes perfect sense. She was paranoid for a good reason. And the thing is, the firm learned from Diana. They didn't learn to be better. They learned, oh, no, 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 no. Now we know where to bury the bodies. This is what messed up. Now we're going, now we're going to have total control. Think about it. Meghan was a grown woman with money in her bank account, highly educated, a husband that loved her, and work history. She was a women's advocate. She was strong. She was mighty. And in that piranha tank, she almost lost herself. Kate's been in that institution since she was 20 years old. They molded her into what they wanted her to be, which is to say nothing more than a shell that actually takes instruction well. I'm not saying that Kate is a victim, because she gleefully, at least from where I look, joined in on piling onto Meghan, because I think it was the first time where she was not the victim of everybody piling on her. So she was happy to become a bully so that she could stop being bullied. I get that. But Kate, much like William said, he feels sorry for his dad and his brother because they're prisoners too. Kate was worse than a prisoner. She was the kickabout. Do you see what I'm saying? Because at least William and Charles had something. They have name, they've learned. Diana came from one of the oldest. Everybody thinks Diana was a commoner. She wasn't. She came from one of the oldest, most well-respected aristocratic families. If you guys don't know, Queen Elizabeth was never meant to be queen. She came from German stock. That's why she married Philip, who was a German nobility. I mean, she loved him, but let's be real. The Windsors needed to be anchored in English blue blood. That's why the Spencers, one of the oldest, most noblest aristocratic families, he had to pick from either Diana or Diana's sisters. They were supposed to anchor them and make them British. Diana had name, she had clout, she had in that world some type of power. She wasn't just anybody's daughter that they could treat any way they wanted, and they still treated her like crap. Imagine what they're doing to a commoner whose family doesn't even have money, that were willing to sacrifice everything. Which brings me to my point, right? Can Kate speak out? Does she have a passport? Does she have car keys? I don't think that Kate can speak on the record. I don't think back then Panorama or whatever and Martin Bashir had the guts to go in there and interview Diana and give her a voice and help her get. I don't think the British media right now has the BALLS to take a stand that much against Kensington Palace and actually go on record, if Kate so chooses, if she can choose, to actually speak out about what's going on. You think about Diana, they learned their lesson. And think about it, right? Kate Middleton's mom raised her to be a lamb to the slaughter. And I'm not giving sympathy to it, but we got to start thinking it like this, right? Why won't they give Kate why won't they trot Kate out? Maybe they're afraid about what Kate is going to say, right? But also, maybe her family is being so quiet because they know the people that they're dealing with. Think about it. Harry and Meghan, because of Meghan, were able to completely leave their country behind and everything he's known to move to California, to save themselves, to save their family. Kate's family's broke. Not only that, they are deep in that aristocratic. Where are they going to relocate to? Timbuktu? How are they going to start a new life? On top of the fact that they buy into all this BS, right? And think about it. Maybe they're being quiet for a reason. Think about it. If you can cut off your brother, your son, your grandkids, right? What the F will they do to a stranger, commoner blood? If you saw this happen to their own flesh and blood, the son of the king, are they warning them to keep their mouth shut? Are they? Keep their mouth shut, or you will, right? Or you will be dragged through the mud worse than Harry and Meghan, right? You have no problem throwing a commoner to the wolves, let alone the commoner's family that's been exposed for being grifters. Even though William's mistress, Rose Hanbury, her husband is currently living with a man in France that's rumored to be his boyfriend, who is one of the biggest grifters and conned one of Europe's most richest women out of her fortune. I'm just saying. If they did that, do you not think they won't drag them to the mud? And when I say drag them to the mud, I'm just not talking about their reputation. What would it take for Carol to go bye-bye? What would it take for Pippa's husbands to go under, or his businesses to go under? What would it take for James to have a little accident? These people don't play fair. I don't understand why we see them lie. We saw what they did to Meghan. We saw what they did to Harry. We saw what they did to the relatives through history. Why do you not think that they won't hesitate to do even worse to people that hold absolutely zero value to them and, as a matter of fact, are standing in the way of their history? Again, Harry had an exit plan. California, Meghan, his wife was American. Kate's parents can't afford right now to become pariahs, which is the best case scenario of them to become pariahs. They can't afford to leave the UK. And what's more, I don't think they want to leave the UK. Kate's parents need to see their grandchildren. They need to be a part of their grandchildren's life, which, when you think about it, was probably when William started really mistreating Kate, throwing affairs in her face, all that stuff. If all these rumors can be believed, right? If it's true, that would be even more incentive for Kate to shut up, stay in her place, toe the line. It would be more mental pressure. As much as they like to blame it on Harry and Meghan, it would be more mental pressure for Kate to just shut up. Diana had status. Kate's family has none. Right? They couldn't they couldn't put William in their place. They couldn't control the fights. Diana had her phones tapped. There were secret recordings. And to the point of, if you believe everything that's been said about Carol Middleton, would Kate's family even help her out? Would Kate's family, and she's like, oh my God, William did this, William did that, William did this. Would they say, yo, just come home, F him? Would they do what Diana's family said, that had clout, that had a name? Or would they say, no, 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 just stay there. Just stay there. It'll get better. I promise you. Think about it. Kate's uncle went on Big Brother because he was broke, because the family needs the money. And again, I'm not even defending Kate's family, but I don't even want to hear about her family being grifters when there is a Pedialyte bear. Well, you know what? Let's just forget about Andrew, right? Her family can't be social pariahs, even if they want to be a part of the kid's life. But more importantly, I don't think they want to be social pariahs. Her sister's husband's business. I know he doesn't have business directly with the royal family, but all his money and all his connections can go away very quickly. So can Carol's, so can everybody's. You are a commoner without ties. Kate, I don't think Kate has a choice to speak out. I really don't. Whether she is in a coma, whether she's not, whether there's a divorce going on, whether it's not, whether she's had a nervous breakdown, whether she hasn't, it is not Kate's choice whether she can come out and make a statement. Just like I don't think it was Kate's choice for any of those pictures to be released. I don't think it's Kate's choice for what's going on in the media. Nothing is in Kate's choice. This is all that madman she willingly married, but she was raised and coaxed to marry. Again, Meghan lived a life, was stoic, and they still took all that away. They learned from Diana. They learned. Think about it. They learned. And when you think about it, maybe Kate did try to delete. Maybe there was some type of nervous breakdown, right? But whatever's going on, they went too far. If Kate was in her right mind, they would have pushed her out front to say something, but they can't. They don't trust it. That little surgery thing, the biggest clue to that surgery thing is a pile of hockey, fiddlesticks, whatever I'm trying to say, is the fact that they had an Italian trip, overseas trip planned while she was having the surgery. I stand on the fact that something happened that pushed Kate over the edge. I know they say it is pregnancy. I know it's that. I am waiting to find out more information, but baby, there is something going on, something disgusting, something we all need to look into. But again, maybe the reason why Kate has not been able and has not come out and said something and showed her face is because she can't. It's because the palace doesn't trust it. Again, I don't think for a second a woman that was raised to be with the future king of England would ever give up that power. That's Kate's life work. I don't care if Rose had 20 babies. If you can believe the fact she's pregnant with William's baby, Kate wouldn't leave that throne after everything she sacrificed. Are you insane? Something changed, something happened, and whatever it is, the palace is, whatever it is, the palace is keeping her from us. Again, those jokes about Kate being locked in an ivory tower, yeah, maybe they're not so far off. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to you later. It's going to be a heavy upload date. Please watch the playlist. There's a lot of back history to the story. Even the videos around the coronation. This has been brewing for a while. Anyway, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.